Hey everybody, just doing some maintenance on the Dobinsons suspension. Nice new big fat zip tie at the top, bit better quality. Hopefully that'll be all right this time. Done that at both sides. But I thought you might want to see what you can see from rock spraying. So then you can decide whether you need K-on shock guards, right? See all this salty white looking stuff? That's from that salt lake, and I've put heaps of water in it. This is still coming off, which tells me I'm going to have to get crazy. I'm going to spray Inox, CRC, WD-40. I'm going to oil up underneath this car. The workshop's going to be smelling like a Penrite factory. And I might get some new bolts as well, because on the 150, you know, we've got the shock guards. We showed you the damage before we put them on there, and that's what I'm doing with this vehicle. I'm going to show you the damage. So I'll put the zip tie at the top. I don't zip tie the bottom. It stays hooked over there like that, no problem. Holes can drain. You can pull it up, wash it out, bit of maintenance kind of thing. It's good to keep it clean, as you can see. But I'm going to clean this up a little bit. I've got a rag here. I'll just grab some, grab WD-40, right? And we'll just give it a bit of a, you know, so everyone knows it's not leaking, it's bone dry and like that. It's just me, right? I just want to use some product like that to just give it a clean up and see if that, see what that does. Well, that looks better, doesn't it? Right, we'll hit it again. Look, you know, it's rare that your suspension travel is going to go that far compressed. I've got to be honest, it's really rare that it's going to get anywhere near there. But I wanted to put dents in the shaft of my Dobinsons. See, this is where the rocks hit. See, just like they bash there, they hit the rubber. The rubber's really good. Look, no holes in the rubber. Drive longer and harder, and you'll get it. And that's what we did with the other set. And we got rock damage on there. And you know what? There's no leaks. And I was talking to Mr. Dobinson, yeah, and he said, mate, bloody good quality seals, right? He goes, that's how good they are. And I'm like, man, I'm amazed. So from their point of view, they could probably even say you don't need shock guards, doesn't matter if you get a bit of damage, whatever. But to me, I don't know. So what have I got there? I'll bring it around. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. I'll try and bring it around and zoom it a bit. Right. And I'll just tell you what we've got. It's only going to be the big rocks. So is that just a bit of staining there still? There's a couple little marks there. One there, one there. So there is a couple of marks. And like I said, there's some there as well, hitting the bottom of that, right? So it's rare that it's going to compress that far. But whatever, right? Whatever. On this vehicle, I'm not going to put the shock guards. I'll just leave them on the 150, so I'll have one on, one off. When you're finished, you can put your boot like that. Now, see, I've got it probably about 30, 40 mil up the shock. You can bring it down, just adjust it so it doesn't pull off, if you know what I mean. If you want, you can put a zip tie there if you want. I just don't have an issue if that comes up a little bit, because it's just got, as soon as it compresses again, it's going to fall down. Remember, this is on the hoist full stretch, right? So let's have a look at the other side. Okay, same thing over there. Let's get a bit crazy with the spray, right? Because I don't really care where it goes, because it's just rust prevention, cleaning. It's just good product, right? So you just want to get it on there. Right? I want to give that a polish up and have a look and see what's going on. And I'll expect more damage from rust and corrosion. And what's going to happen if you've got the zip tie on there? What's that going to do? Besides those little drain holes, what's it going to do? It's going to bank up in there, isn't it? So having this coming off like that when you want to wash the vehicle after a big trip is probably a great idea. Now let's just zoom in and see what we can see. If we can see anything. Yeah, there's a few rock hits there. I'd say nothing too bad, but obviously they're not leaking. So what we're going to do, we're just going to leave them like that and use the vehicle and fully compress it, take it off-road, make sure we get it to that full compression, do our best to make sure it leaks, and if it leaks, then bonus, and if it doesn't, then bonus, and if it leaks, bonus, and if it doesn't, you know, whatever, it's all a bonus. You just get to see what happens. Well, only if you subscribe with the bell on. There's one on a bit of shock maintenance. As I said, we've done the new zip tie up there. I'll just show you how far up I got it, right? Press there, shock tube, press there, shock tube, press there, nothing. Right, oh, hang on, I've come a fair way up, right? No, it's still there. Still there, so I've gone heaps actually, right? So, well, hang on, no, I've missed the bottom. No, there's the bottom there. I was going to say, I didn't go that far. like I said, there's the bottom of the shock tube there, right? So that's the rod that I'm pressing in on there. And once you've done all that, just pop all these little dents out. Right, they're easy to pop out. I just reckon it looks better, you know. I like to pop the dents out. If you're working on someone's car and you make some dents, I've got some around the back as well. I'm going to pop those out, and that's a video. Bada bing, bada boom. Catch you on the next one. I just added in this video, prop shafts all lubricated. Okay, that's done and clean, and wipe clean on the spline. Right, I like doing that. Shock is repaired. Diff oil's been changed. Yep, and I tightened those up, didn't I? The fuel filter's been changed. The oil's drained. I've got to do the oil and the filter still. That's all back up there. And what I'm going to do on this one, since it's dry and clean, I'm going to use a bit of El Cheapo, Fiddly Bits, Bunnings, $2, $3, $4 can type stuff, and do a bit of black touch up on some of the areas, just a bit of rust prevention. And then after I've done that and it's dried, I'm going to hit it with a bit of WD type, CRC type, inox type products. It can just get on the metals and do its thing a little bit, you know. A little bit of rust prevention on these sort of areas and whatever's around that might look like that, because I'll show you what happens if you don't, right? And even if you do, these are the powerful 4x4 side steps. Now, I'm not complaining. I'm just showing you what really happens, right? So it's had some hits. It's had a big dent in there, obviously, a while ago. It's had a big dent there, and there's some other marks. There's another one there, right? So you do need them if you come try and follow me, but look at this. I'm a bit scared to poke away at that, but so these will need a replacement soon. Rusty both sides of that join there. Average quality materials, to be honest, and they should have some holes drilled in there for drain holes. So lesson is, I should have done that myself. And from washing, just let all that moisture out. They do regularly get clean, as you can see. No mud left under there. They'll even get some paint, but it's too late for that. Chassis, you'll love a bit of paint. You might think, oh, but I don't want to make it look untidy. Well, what looks worse, you know, rusty chassis or one that's had a bit of touch up? And once you get it dusty and dirty, you won't even know. I've touched this up before. Can you pick it anywhere? Not really. So I'll go ahead and do that again. You just don't want to start spraying things like this black. I reckon it looks pox. Just leave that the original color. If you want to clean it, give it a scrub. Anyway, that's the video. This was about bloody shockers, not everything else, but job nearly done for today. Bada bing.